And Judy Reynolds is just about to take her lovely horse JP home after an extraordinary weekend at the Reem Acra FEI World Cup Finals. Judy, you must be so pleased with how things have gone for the last few days.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. It exceeded my expectations, and I'm just so happy with JP.
Yeah, the standard of the competition was incredible. For the last couple of months, you've been managing to just increase your own standard of performance, and that in itself must be a really encouraging feeling with Rio only a few short months away now.
Yeah, what I was really so happy about was that in front of such a big crowd and with a really big atmosphere in that arena, that JP really handled that really well and showed one of his best performances. And as you say, he's been improving over the last year so much, and I still think there's another bit of improvement to go. So hopefully before Rio we can show that and get even better scores.
Your freestyle was particularly impressive. He was very, very concentrated. It looked when you came into the ring as if he was quite on fire. But once he got going, he really got stuck in and did some fantastic work. Will you be keeping that same freestyle, do you think, for Rio, or have you new plans, or what have you got in mind?
That's a little bit undecided. We have been talking about doing a new freestyle. The question is if we get it done in time and get the opportunity to show it at competition before Rio. That would be quite important. So we just have to see. It would be nice to do a new one, but it won't be the end of the world if we don't get it done, because I think this one's working quite well.
Yeah, you can clearly see that the judges really appreciate the technicality of what you do. They love the way that you work. And one of the interesting things I noticed from yesterday was the varying types of freestyles there were. There was one very funny one earlier on in the day, an American girl called Charlotte Yorst, who very nearly mowed down the judges because she didn't actually stop until she got right to the very top of the arena. And she was, as I said, Gustav Svalling, the judge last night, the horse very nearly leaned over the fence and kissed him on the cheek. But her test was really, really entertaining. She wouldn't ride at the same level as you do, but the entertainment value was fantastic, and that is a great deal of what's being looked for in the sport these days. It's not just technical and artistic perfection. It's about really bringing people along and having people enjoy it. And yesterday I think people really did enjoy your test. You got great applause.
Yeah, the crowd are great here and they seem to receive it really well. And as you say, it is about combining the technical and the entertainment value. I think on our technical side we actually could go a little bit more difficult at the moment.
Right.
It's still a little bit perhaps on the easy side, but with the test as it is, there's not much more I can do with it. So therefore we would need to make a new one to go more technically difficult. But it is important to please the judges and please the crowd, because without the crowd we have no sport. So.
No, indeed, and without a lot of the support that you have at home, I imagine. I don't know if you're quite as aware as you might be of just how many people are very, very excited about what you've been achieving over the last 12 to 18 months. It's been some roller coaster, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I do get a huge amount of support via social media from everybody home, and that is fantastic. We just want to keep going, keep flying the flag and showing what we can do.
So between now and Rio, does JP, by the way, why is he called JP? Where did that come from?
Long story.
Is he named after somebody?
No.
No, okay. What does he do now? Does he get a rest for a few weeks, or what?
Yeah, he'll have a bit of a break. He will just get easier workload. He won't be off as such, because
you have to keep him a bit ticking over.
It's difficult with dressage horses to let them off totally, but he'll do a lot, more work on the gallops, more hacking out, a little bit of jumping, just all different things to keep him entertained for the next 4 to 6 weeks probably. And then hopefully we'll be back competing in June.
So you really have to plan a programme in the lead up to heading off to Brazil.
Yeah.
And then going to Brazil, do you go like a couple of weeks beforehand to acclimatise, or how does that work?
I believe we fly on the 1st August.
Oh, right.
And with the first competition on the 10th of August.
Oh, so it's not that far ahead. Right.
No.
Okay.
But I think it's plenty of time. It's, best part 10 days. So
Can you believe you're going to the Olympic Games, Judy Reynolds?
No, not yet.
It's quite something.
We'll get there.
Well, I think most of the rest of us who have been watching you for the last few months, we believe you're going.
No.
And just one last question: you're heading off now with JP in the back of your lorry, and I understand you have to go on a ferry along, as well as driving by road to get him home. How long is it going to take you to do the journey?
It's just a little less than 1,000 kilometres.
Oh my
so,
gosh! Is that do you do it all in one go?
We will, yeah. It's at that distance, it's sort of the max what you do in one day, but you could split it into two, but JP, just knowing him and knowing the way he travels, he's better doing it in one than having to stop somewhere and reload and everything else. So it suits him better to do it in one. But yeah, we take the road down to Malmo, and then we take a very long bridge across to Denmark, and then we drive through Denmark and take a ferry to Germany, and then
oh my
we
gosh!
drive home.
Well, I did smile when I saw him going up the ramp of the lorry. He's keen to get home now.
Yeah, he wants
Well, he
to
deserves
get back.
his break. Well, listen, thank you very much, and I think everybody at home is wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much, Liz.